Chosen one, there comes a time in life when you stop and wonder, why am I still single? Why has God allowed me to walk this path when others around me seem to be moving forward? Marriages, families, new chapters. These questions can weigh heavily on the heart, leaving you with moments of quiet reflection, uncertainty, or even frustration. Yet what if this season you are in is not a punishment, nor an accident, but a sacred assignment from God? Your singleness is not an empty waiting room. It is not evidence that you are forgotten. It is, in fact, a divine preparation ground, a season crafted with intention, where God shapes, molds, and equips you for the fullness of what lies ahead. This journey is less about delay and more about destiny, less about loneliness and more about spiritual strengthening. Chosen one, too often society pressures you to believe that fulfillment is only found in marriage or partnership. You may hear subtle whispers that question your worth or make you feel incomplete. Yet the truth is that this season has divine significance. God is granting you uninterrupted time to strengthen your faith, develop your gifts, and discover who you truly are in Him. Every challenge you face right now, whether it is the sting of loneliness, the endless questions from others, or the quiet moments where you feel unseen, is being used to refine your character and build endurance. This is the kind of growth that cannot be rushed because it prepares you to carry the weight of the blessing that is ahead. What you see as waiting is actually God's way of positioning you for greatness. Chosen one, your story is not delayed, it is divinely aligned. Where others may rush ahead, God has set you apart for a deeper purpose. This time is not about what you lack, but about what you are gaining: wisdom, maturity, resilience, and the ability to stand firmly in your calling. Think about it. While many are entangled in relationships that distract them from God's plan, you are being given the rare opportunity to walk closely with Him, unhindered and focused. This freedom is a gift, allowing you to rise in strength, sharpen your vision, and cultivate a faith that cannot be shaken. If this message is already stirring something within you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and join our community of faith-filled chosen ones. Together, we are learning to embrace God's timing and trust His perfect plan. Your season of singleness is not the end of your story. It is the foundation of something extraordinary. Stay with me, because what you are about to discover will change the way you see this chapter of your life forever. Chosen one, let me speak directly to your heart. Your singleness is not a mistake, nor is it a punishment. It is not evidence that you have been forgotten, overlooked, or left behind. Instead, it is a sacred appointment, a divine season set apart for you to be shaped, refined, and strengthened for the incredible plans God has designed for your life. This chapter is not about absence, it is about abundance. It is a season where your time, energy, and focus can be fully directed towards spiritual growth, building inner strength, and discovering who you are in God without the distractions that often accompany relationships. Where others may be consumed by constant compromises or the pressure of trying to fit in with someone else's expectations, you have been gifted the freedom to align your entire life with God's expectations. Think of it this way. Before a builder lays the foundation for a house, they ensure the ground is solid. Why? Because everything that will stand on it depends on its strength. That is exactly what God is doing with you now. He is preparing your foundation so that when your time comes, nothing and no one will be able to shake what He has established within you. Too often, society paints singleness as a deficiency. It whispers lies that you are incomplete, unloved, or unworthy simply because you walk alone. But in truth, this is the very season where God is completing you, strengthening you, and showing you that your worth does not come from another person, it comes from Him alone. This time is about intimacy with God. When you are single, your heart is open in a unique way. You are free to spend time in prayer, worship, and reflection without distraction. You are free to pursue your God-given dreams without limitation. You are free to cultivate disciplines, fasting, studying, journaling, meditating on God's promises that will serve as weapons of strength for the rest of your life. And let's be honest, this preparation is not always easy. There are moments of loneliness, nights when you look around and wonder why everyone else seems to be moving forward while you are still waiting. There are days when the weight of unanswered questions feels heavy, but those very moments are where God forges something priceless in you. Loneliness becomes the space where you learn to feel His presence more deeply. Delays become the arena where patience matures into wisdom, and trials transform into stepping stones that carry you closer to the destiny designed for you. You are not standing still. You are being equipped. Think about David before he became king. For years he was hidden in the fields tending sheep. To the outside world it seemed insignificant, even wasted time. But it was there that David learned courage, faith, and dependence on God. So when the moment came for him to face Goliath, he was not afraid. He was ready. That's what God is doing with you. He is building you up in hidden seasons so you will not crumble in public ones. This time also protects you. Yes, protects you. God knows what you cannot see. He knows the relationships that would have drained you, the wrong partnerships that would have distracted you, the situations that could have cost you your peace. Singleness shields you until the right alignment comes. Instead of grieving what hasn't happened yet, thank God for keeping you from counterfeits and preparing you for the real thing.
But chosen one, do not waste this sacred preparation. Use this time to strengthen your spiritual muscles through consistent prayer and devotion. Develop skills and talents that will be vital to your calling. Build financial wisdom and stability so you enter your next season equipped, not burdened. Form friendships and mentorships that will nurture your growth. Speak life over your future, declaring with confidence that God's plans are worth the wait. This is not passive waiting, it is active preparation. Just as a soldier trains before battle or an athlete prepares before a race, you are in training for the extraordinary future God has written for you. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment of perseverance is preparing you to step into a destiny that will not only bless you, but inspire and uplift others. So lift your head, chosen one. Stop seeing this time as a delay and start seeing it as design. Your singleness is the stage where God is shaping your character, your vision, and your destiny. You are being molded into someone who will not only stand strong in love, but also in purpose. Someone whose identity is not shaken by circumstance because it is rooted in divine truth. This is your divine season of preparation. Cherish it, honor it, and walk boldly in it, because when the time comes, you will see that nothing was wasted and everything was working together for your good. Your singleness, dear chosen one, is not a holding cell, it is a training ground. It is where God molds your heart, strengthens your spirit, and equips you for the destiny ahead. While the world may try to convince you that you are missing out, heaven sees you as being set apart for something greater. This season is about preparation, empowerment, and alignment with God's perfect will for your life. So, if this message has stirred your spirit and reminded you that your singleness is a sacred season, I encourage you to like this video, share it with another chosen one who needs hope today, and subscribe so you never miss a word of encouragement on this journey of faith. And before you leave, drop a comment below. What has God been teaching you in this season of waiting? Your story may be the key that unlocks strength for someone else.
Chosen one, let's be honest. Singleness can feel heavy at times. The silence in your room after a long day, the empty chair at gatherings, the unspoken questions when family or friends glance at you, wondering why you were still waiting. These moments are real, and they tug at the heart. Yet in this very space of discomfort lies one of the most profound opportunities for spiritual growth you will ever experience. The challenges of singleness, loneliness, pressure from society, or the ache of unanswered prayers are not meant to break you. They are designed to build you. Think about it. Every season of struggle in life has a way of stretching us, pushing us beyond our limits, and drawing us closer to God. When difficulties come, they shape perseverance. When perseverance matures, it forms character. And when character deepens, it births unshakable hope. This is how God transforms pain into purpose. In your season of singleness, every challenge is a spiritual gym. Loneliness pushes you to discover the sweetness of God's presence. Pressure from others compels you to stand firm in your identity rather than in comparison. Delays in answered prayers strengthen your faith muscle, teaching you to trust in God's timing, not your own. These struggles are not wasted. They are shaping you into someone who can carry greater responsibilities and blessings when the appointed time arrives. There's another truth we cannot ignore. Challenges are also battlegrounds. The enemy will try to whisper lies that you're forgotten, overlooked, or unworthy. He will attempt to make you believe that your singleness is proof of rejection rather than redirection. Yet this is where you must rise in spiritual strength. Just as a soldier does not walk into battle without armor, you too must equip yourself daily. Cover your heart with truth, protect your mind with peace, and carry the Word of God as your weapon. Spiritual warfare is very real in the life of a chosen one. That's why the enemy fights hardest when he sees your potential. He knows your waiting season is not wasted. It's producing a version of you that will be unstoppable in your purpose. The challenge is not the loneliness itself. The challenge is whether you will allow loneliness to weaken your faith or strengthen your reliance on God. When you shift your perspective, challenges no longer look like barriers. They become stepping stones. Loneliness becomes intimacy with God. Pressure becomes perseverance. Waiting becomes wisdom. And heartbreak becomes healing that allows you to encourage others who will one day walk a similar path. Think of it this way. Gold cannot shine unless it passes through fire. Likewise, your spirit cannot reach its full brilliance without being tested. The fire of challenges is not sent to destroy you, but to refine you until what remains is stronger, purer, and ready for the assignment God has placed upon your life. Chosen one, the truth is this. The very things you are asking God to remove are the very things He is using to prepare you. The silence teaches you to hear His whisper. The waiting trains you to trust His clock. The struggles develop a resilience that no quick fix could ever give you. This is why you must not despise the process. Your process is your preparation, and your preparation is your protection. So instead of asking, "Why me?" begin asking, "What are you building in me through this?" That shift in mindset transforms pain into power and waiting into wisdom. The chosen ones of God are never left in vain. They are always placed on paths that carve out their greatness through trial. And remember, spiritual growth is not passive. It is intentional. Feed your soul daily with prayer. Renew your mind constantly with God's promises. Surround yourself with voices of faith rather than doubt. Choose to rise each day with gratitude rather than despair. These are not small steps. They are mighty weapons that keep you grounded in God's plan. Your singleness is not your setback, it's your setup. You are not stuck. You are being strengthened. The challenges you face today will become the testimony you share tomorrow. One day you will look back and realize that the very season you thought was breaking you was the one God used to build you into an unshakable vessel of strength and light. Chosen one, if this part of the message has reminded you that your challenges are really stepping stones toward your destiny, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone else who might be struggling in their waiting season, and subscribe so you never miss a word of encouragement. And let me hear from you in the comments. What challenge are you currently facing that God is using to strengthen your faith? Your testimony could be the light someone else desperately needs.
Chosen one, here's the truth. You are not in a waiting room. You are in a training ground. Your singleness is not a sentence of delay. It is an invitation into empowerment. This is the season where you are called to rise boldly, to harness the freedom and focus that come with being single, and to use them as fuel for your God-given purpose. There is a special strength in this time of your life. While others may be consumed with divided responsibilities, you have the space to give yourself fully to growth, service, and destiny. This is not about comparing your journey to anyone else's. It's about realizing the priceless opportunity God has entrusted to you. Right now, you have the freedom to serve without distraction, to dream without hesitation, and to move in faith without limitation. Chosen one, do you see it? This season offers you a rare advantage. Instead of being weighed down by the question of why am I still single, you can flip the narrative and ask, how can I use this freedom to step boldly into my calling? This shift unlocks power because when you dedicate your energy to serving God, building your vision, and strengthening your spiritual foundation, you are not just waiting, you are advancing. The Spirit of God has not left you empty-handed in this season. He has equipped you with courage, wisdom, and creativity. When you tap into this empowerment, you will discover doors opening that you never thought possible. The freedom of singleness gives you room to refine your skills, to nurture your gifts, and to build a life that reflects God's greatness within you. Think of the dreams that God has placed in your heart, the ones you've kept tucked away because you thought you needed the right partner before pursuing them. Hear this clearly. You don't need to wait for anyone to validate what God has already confirmed in you. Start now, build now, move now. Your obedience today lays the foundation for the breakthroughs of tomorrow. Empowerment also means courage and prayer. This is the season to speak boldly, to declare God's promises over your life, and to step into the authority He has already given you. Fear loses its grip when you choose to walk in faith. Doubt loses its voice when you decide to act on what God has whispered into your spirit. And let's not forget, empowerment isn't just about what you do for yourself, it's about what you release into the world. This is your time to be a vessel of encouragement to others, to serve with compassion, and to lead with conviction. There are people connected to your obedience. Every act of service, every word of encouragement, every prayer you whisper over someone else is planting seeds that will bear fruit long after this season of waiting has passed. Chosen one, do not underestimate what God can do through you right now. This is your time to shine, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. The spirit of empowerment is already within you, waiting for you to step fully into it. When you embrace this season as a gift, you will walk with a confidence that cannot be shaken and a joy that cannot be stolen. So let this be your reminder. Your singleness is not a limitation. It is your launching pad. This is where your faith grows roots deep enough to carry the weight of your future blessings. This is where your dreams take shape, your vision gains clarity, and your voice begins to echo with power. You are not behind. You are right on time.
Chosen one,
It's one thing to recognize that your singleness is a divine season, but it's another to live it in a way that truly transforms you. This is why it's so important to take intentional steps that keep you aligned with God's purpose and prepare you for the blessings ahead. These steps are not complicated, but they require consistency and a heart willing to grow. The first and most essential step is learning to prioritize time with God. This is your secret place, where your spirit is renewed and your vision made clear. In this season, you have a unique opportunity to give Him your undivided attention. Whether it is through prayer, journaling your reflections, or simply resting in silence before Him. These quiet moments will become your anchor. This intimacy with God becomes the very foundation upon which every other area of your life is built. As you cultivate that relationship, it's also vital to surround yourself with the right people. This journey is not one you are meant to walk in isolation. Seek the company of mentors, friends, and spiritual guides who speak life into you. When moments of doubt or loneliness creep in, these are the people who will remind you of your worth and keep you steady in faith. Their presence is proof that God provides support when you need it most. Another powerful step is to give yourself in service. Singleness offers you a freedom that is often harder to find later in life. Use that freedom to bless others through ministry, acts of kindness, or even everyday opportunities to uplift someone else. Serving others shifts your focus away from what you think is missing, and in the process, God fills your heart with unexpected joy and peace. And don't forget the words you speak over yourself. Your voice carries authority. Speak life over your journey, over your future, and over your destiny. Refuse to let discouragement or societal pressure define your identity. Instead, align your words with God's promises. What you declare in faith has the power to strengthen your heart and reshape the way you see your situation. This is also a season for practical preparation. Invest in your growth, develop new skills, learn to manage your resources wisely, and set meaningful goals. Thriving in singleness is not about waiting passively. It's about laying down a strong foundation now so that when the next chapter unfolds, you will be ready to step into it with confidence. At the same time, be mindful of what you allow into your life. Guard your heart and protect your peace. In this world, distractions are constant, and not every influence deserves access to your spirit. When you keep your heart centered, you safeguard the vision God has planted in you and ensure that your energy is spent on what truly matters. And finally, don't forget to celebrate this season. Too often, people look at singleness as an empty waiting room, but it is so much more than that. It is a chapter filled with lessons, opportunities, and growth. When you choose gratitude, your perspective changes. Instead of feeling delayed, you begin to see yourself as divinely positioned. This season is not wasted time. It is a sacred preparation ground. Chosen one, you are not standing still. You are being refined, equipped, and made ready for what's ahead. Each small, intentional step you take today is building momentum for tomorrow. Carry this truth with you. You are living, growing, and thriving right now. This is your preparation, your empowerment, and your opportunity to rise. If these steps are helping you see your season of singleness in a new light, let me hear from you in the comments. Which of these steps will you start practicing today? Your testimony could be the spark someone else needs.
Chosen one, as you reflect on everything shared today, let this truth settle deeply in your spirit. Your singleness is not a punishment, nor is it a sign that you have been overlooked. It is a gift, an intentional pause written into your story by the very one who knows the end from the beginning. Every moment of this season is shaping you, molding you, and preparing you for the fullness of what He has promised. Do not measure your journey against the timelines of others, for your path has been divinely designed. Where some see delay, heaven sees preparation. Where others whisper doubt, God speaks destiny. This waiting is not wasted.
It is fertile ground where your faith is growing roots strong enough to carry the weight of your future blessings. There will be days when the silence feels heavy and the questions in your heart grow louder, but even then, you are not forgotten. You are being hidden for a reason, set apart for a purpose greater than what you can see right now. What God is building in you during this time is so precious, so powerful that it cannot be rushed. Trust that when the appointed time arrives, the doors meant for you will open effortlessly, and the blessings prepared for you will find you without struggle. Until then, walk boldly. Stand firm in your faith. Carry yourself with the confidence of one who is deeply loved and chosen by God. Every prayer you whisper, every tear you shed, every step you take in faith is seen and cherished by Him. Nothing about your journey has been overlooked, and nothing you have endured will be wasted. So rise each day with hope. Guard your heart with peace. Fill your words with faith. And remember, this season is not holding you back. It is launching you forward. Your singleness is not an empty chapter. It is the birthplace of strength, clarity, and unshakable trust in God. Chosen one, take courage. What is ahead of you is greater than anything left behind. Your story is still unfolding, and the author of your life has written a future filled with purpose, joy, and divine fulfillment. Trust His timing. Embrace this season and walk in the assurance that you are exactly where you need to be.